Welcome Chargeheads to the Conserver Workshop where we have TRIKE again and Vinny.
Oh no.
Yes. I thought I'd start with something very exciting. I was wanting to work out how much it cost me to go to the shops on TRIKE. So the input of this lithium charger, which charges the battery, is 240 volts and 2 amps. It takes me 1.5 hours to charge the battery, which isn't here right now, with this charger. So it's 240 volts times 2 amps. So 240 times 2, 480. So that's 480 watts per hour. And because it's 1.5, that would be 1.5 times the 480 watts, which works out to be 720 watt hours. Now, 1000 watt hours is 1 kilowatt, isn't it, Vinny?
It is.
Yeah. It's just under 3/4 of 1 kilowatt. And my bill for kilowatt is 32 pence. So it works out to be just under 24p per kilowatt. To run TRIKE all the way to the shops and back, because it takes me 1.5 hours to charge the battery to get it back to where it was after I've gone for a ride. So that's how I worked it out. So 24p, it's nothing, you know. Some people might say, oh, you could walk, or you could walk, take 15 minutes there, 15 minutes back, so half an hour. It's a lot of time. We're all busy people here. Or you could take a bike.
You could.
It's free. Or is it? Because, you know, that's energy. And energy costs money. Food's going up. So actually, I think it's cheaper than walking and cycling. And it's fun. You know, people laugh and stare and point. But there's lots of smiles, which is all important. But today, what are we doing today, Vinny?
Smiles per mile?
Yes.
That's what people with muscle cars say to him.
I wouldn't know. There's also...
Today will mostly be fitting a tensioner.
Yes, because as I'll demonstrate with some of my videos, more testing on the TRIKE. Now, I did actually break it recently by when I was fitting this bush just here, because I broke this nut, and I took it up to Vinny. He sorted it out. We didn't do any video footage because it wasn't that exciting, to be honest. And then I lost this bolt here, which was rather annoying, so I had to order another one. That's why it wasn't at EV Hedonism. Lights are on. Let's go. Seems alright so far. You. Oh, you. Don't do it. Oh, yeah. Right. I guess that's the end of TRIKE mission. Chain tensioner needed, or something. The problem with TRIKE currently is we have a very loose chain, so it keeps falling off. Other than that, it's been brilliant, especially recently. I took it out in the night, and Vinny's done a fantastic job with the light and the rear light, kept me safe, and I could actually see, which was great.
The loose chain isn't really the issue. Yes, it would be nice if the chain was tighter than it is. It would be. However, as you know, viewer, we had some issues with the mount, and getting it fixed in that position we decided was better than having it fully adjustable. Yes,
we for those who haven't seen any TRIKE episodes, we had to re-engineer a piece here to keep the motor in place, because it kept on turning, because it was such a powerful 240 watt motor.
Yeah. So instead of, if you haven't seen the other videos, go back and watch them.
Absolutely.
We fixed the motor mount here, so we did have adjustment originally, but we fixed that anyway. You can see that yourself. So we left it there, which left the chain a little bit loose. Obviously the chain has stretch, because that's what chains do.
That might have been because I did go on a bit of a top speed run, and I got to 15.5 miles an hour, of course, on the road. But if it was a private road, it might have been slightly more.
So, chain stretch. So that was always going to happen, and it's not actually that loose. There isn't enough there to take a link out of it, because you have to take 2 links out, which is about 1 inch of chain, which there isn't that much slack. The real problem we've got is that, despite the effort of me making this sprocket perfectly with this sprocket, I've failed to consider the fact that this axle might not be straight, and it has a slight wobble in it. Not an issue. So by fitting a tensioner to hold the chain here, because this is the slack side of it, this side is always tight because the motor pulls on this side of it, so that's always tight. This one gets loose, so then that jumps off this top sprocket, and that's what causes your problem with your chain coming off. So we're going to fit a tensioner that pushes down on here. Pulls down is what it'll actually do. Now my original plan was to fully manufacture that ourselves, because you know that's what we do here. We make TRIKE better. A Smiley website has helped us out, and imminently arriving is a prefabricated nylon roller tensioner, which should simply fit.
Yes.
So you're saying it costs you about 22p to go to your shops?
Yep.
Doesn't cost you 22p though, does it?
Why not?
Well, I'm pretty certain.
It doesn't at the moment until Liz Truss messes something else up. Let's not get political.
Wow. That's alright, just getting sacked. I'm pretty certain TRIKE wasn't free.
Aha. No, I suppose she wasn't. However, I've got the figures here on a trusty post-it note.
Aircraft grade post-it notes.
If you say so. So, TRIKE cost £200. That was just the whole thing without the motor, without the fuel tank. Came with the spare wheel, which I haven't used yet. So yeah, £200. The motor cost £113 off eBay, including the controller that we kind of broke, and the throttle. That's it, throttle. We did have to buy another controller, and that was 37 quid. The battery, which was a battery made out of used batteries to make it even more green than it already is, after using a 1970s scooter, repurposing it. The battery was 150 quid. And then the charger to charge the battery was 26 quid. The chain was 7 quid. And then the sprocket I think that was about a tenner. So it works out to be about £540, which sounds like a lot of money. Now,
it's cheaper than my electric bike build.
Well, I was just about to say that. I mean, the cheapest new electric bike you can get is about 500 quid, isn't it?
For a rubbish one, yeah. Really low range one.
But not only is this greener, repurposing a lot cooler when you're not falling off it.
It's part of the fun.
I worked out that if I went on a Voice scooter, it cost me about £4 to get to the shops and back. If I'm really quick in the shop, and I don't have to, let's call it £5, because I'm never that quick round a shop where you have to re-engage the extra £1 to get back on it. So let's call it a £5. But if it was £4, it would be about 135 times I'd have to use this to go to the shops and back to break even. But at the end of the day, I'd still have TRIKE. So TRIKE's got to be worth something.
It's just utterly priceless.
I see what you've done there. Are you like taking the example of like TV channels? You know, where the parts cost money, the vehicle costs money.
Is my name Tim,
and
Tim Brewer?
Nice handshake.
Oh look, it's the delivery van. What has he brought for us?
Just after we've eaten lunch.
Oh,
perfect timing. One chain tensioner.
Winner. Oh, no, you fitted it yet?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, fitted.
Bosh.
Just like that. Done.
Just like that.
There you go, it's fitted.
Winner.
Did you want the spring?
Yeah. So the tension arrived, didn't it, Vinny? And we worked out that actually it looked like we'd have to re-engineer the whole thing to get it to work. And I thought, do you know what? Vinny's spent so much time on this, and we don't want to do any more re-engineering.
We've discussed my labour is free.
Yes, I know that, but I feel bad. So I had a bit of an idea, which is bordering on the bodge, really, for now. But let me grab the camera. So yeah, we're going to try and find a different tensioner that will work. Because, like I said, this one here isn't going to do it.
The spring
easily.
goes the wrong way.
Yeah, the spring goes the wrong way, so it'd be a pain in the backside. So what I suggested was to, because the motor has bent slightly since I've been testing it, so I suggested putting a couple of washers in here to bring the motor out to tighten up the chain. So that has happened. So it's not ideal by any stretch of the imagination. However, I think it will make it more reliable. So I don't think the chain will fall off quite so much. So we're going to test that now.
Sailors would call it a jury rig, Not a jerry rig, that's a different thing. A jury rig is making a hitch that gets you back to port.
I haven't got a clue what he's talking about, and I'm probably sure that no one else has. So we're going to have a little
It's a
test.
temporary fix.
Temporary fix, yes. So we're going to check it out, and hopefully it will be all good as a bit of a temporary while we work out and find a better tensioner, because we do need that. So yeah, let's give it a go. Okay, here we go. Easy. It really is easy. So much better.
As you can see, Chargeheads, the chain didn't come straight off because he is not just around the corner, but he has abandoned us. Incoming. Incoming.
You didn't think I was going to stop, did you?
Nope.
And nor did I. Yeah, it seems a lot better.
Good.
For sure. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because it's not just the TRIKE build. We've also got hashtag Rustee Tesla, the modified Tesla, and hashtag TVR Wedge, the electric TVR EV conversion using a Tesla small drive unit and used MG batteries.
So 20p, that's like an eighth of a litre of petrol.
Is it?
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot.
An eighth of a litre. So in my
At the moment.
fairly economical car that does 45 to 48 miles per gallon, not bad for a 15-year-old car,
Yeah.
that's about a mile of motoring.
This will do.
More than a mile.
Yeah. So that's it today for the TRIKE episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed finding out how much it cost me to go to the shops and back. Couldn't believe it. Just over 20p. Anyway, I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.